Can a woman teach you to be a fucking man? The answer is fuck no. All right? And I know a lot of you single mothers are not going to like this. This is actually complementary to my other video. But before I get into the lady who took her life trying to be a man, let me make some points here to understand. Yes, as a single mother, you can teach your son responsibility, proper manners. All those things are a part of manhood. But you cannot teach your son emotional control. Yes, ladies do have emotional control, but the emotional control that men deal with is different. And we mostly deal with it by rejection from the opposite sex. So let me get into my point of the lady who took her life. She was a prolific writer by the name of Nora Vincent, and I think she was lesbian. She went under disguise as being a man, I think, for a few months. She wanted to see how it was to be a man. And after the study, and she wrote a book, she signed into a mental institution and took her life, unfortunately. Now, what do you think is the biggest reason that she became depressed after trying to be a man? What do you think? Was it responsibility? Nah, not really. Hypermasculinity? No. It was being rejected by the opposite sex. It's the games that women would play with men that was shocked her. As a lesbian, she did not experience such a thing. Right? Even one point in the book, a lady was looking at her. Now, this lady knew her, the character she was playing, Ned. She was disguised as a man called Ned, right? Anyway, she was looking at Ned, right? Like, you know, some guys say choosing signal from across the restaurant. So, Ned, Nora Vincent, approached her as the man. And the lady said, oh, what do you want? I wasn't even looking at you, right? So, what Nora Vincent found out, as her being disguised as a man, is that the rejection that men deal with and the games that women play. Now, if any guy say, women don't play games, obviously you haven't spoke to a lot of women, all right? They do play these games, and they do it intentionally. They feel good about it, putting you down, rejecting you. Some women were just like, they see you looking at them, and if you're courageous enough or have the courage to approach her, she's waiting for you to approach her just to tell you no. Guy's going to get a lot of no's. So the rejection she was dealing with as a man was so hurtful that she had to sign into a mental institution and took her life. All right? So any of you men that are here that it doesn't resonate with you, you haven't been talking to a lot of women. You probably had a wife and that's it. And you're probably hiding from the fact. All right? So, now am I saying, it's because there's a father in the house, that means your son can be a man? No. All right? Some fathers are not men. And if they are, I don't know why they don't talk to their sons about it. That's very strange, but I don't think they are men to begin with. But having a male figure would teach the son some kind of emotional control, discipline. My proof for that, they did a study about elephants. You know, there were baby elephants. The baby elephants were rowdy, running all over the place. And that's when only the mother was there. But when the father showed up, the baby elephants became docile, more disciplined. All right? They didn't jump around the place. Just having a father figure around can help. But now, if you're a single parent mother and you raise your kid, God bless you. All right. I was brought up in a single parent home. My father was just there financially. So I had to learn to be a man in different ways, even took courses. So I suggest that you put your son into some kind of combat sports, boxing, martial arts, because usually the coach doesn't just teach boxing and martial arts. Any good boxing coach or martial arts or any combat sport, they teach you more. They teach you about discipline. They teach you about life. All right, so that's what I would recommend. There's even workshops on manhood, and I can give you suggestions. I even took one of them if you want your son to go to it, okay? So, unfortunately, you cannot teach because you don't experience the rejection and the downgrading that men go through, all right? Because sometimes ladies wait to reject men. What the hell you want? Even if you talk to a lady politely, she'll make a big deal. You pervert. Because you said, hi, I want to get to know you. All right, I hope I made my point clear. And if there's any questions, please write in the comments. And I expect to be questions, especially from ladies and men. And men, if this doesn't resonate with you, you really, really have to take a closer look at yourself, to be honest. If what I said doesn't resonate with you, that's a big problem, bro. But hope is not gone. But in order to get better, you have to admit and recognize the problem. Thank you very much.